So now we're going to move beyond just happiness itself, and we're going to talk about what scientists have discovered more in detail about what brings us happiness.
The digila di country ki imejura di korla ani thanda digirang di ilha drone ani nganzu shimju che di korla di chires shedo che thapshi chigeros.
So we're going to start with just the definition of what is social connection. I mean, it seems very, very obvious in terms of how to define it, but when researchers study a concept, they have to come up with a definition in order to be able to study it.
Chizogi dalam lana khande jil lagi resra ani thanda nyamship chinge de zo Quran so kodyon chikta ma she gu na di deshe gya gu ki ros khande jil lagi me la jora pila.
So for example, yesterday I showed you the scientific definition of happiness, and that was just a starting place for to start to study happiness. But as researchers learn more about what happiness is, that definition may change.
The kesangi digilana khandijil ngunji chiweme cheribai di deshit tuen roas ta tanda ngazu nyamship mangro mangro chidu nesu manga durup chiro di kapsu ani tanda deshe gyajo jura dila gyua drosi roas khali khali.
So just how there was a disagreement in this room about what the definition of happiness might be, many times researchers do not agree on what a definition of a term might be either.
Thana shingarazu zinghana lage digilana khandijil lagre la dugala deshish ke dugala kheranzo muthun yo da me da dinde yungu roas thana shi cheri ba khoranzo phenju na lage ta deshe dinde jiltembe chhoina kashi muthun yo che me che inde chini kangi thiyo res.
So for social connection, the way the researchers define it is the feeling that you belong to a group and generally feel close to other people, and they found that this is an absolute core psychological need.
Ta thanda di khandiji lagor lawana kera thanda rukala na ta chokpa do laura dindeji ki chashi ji imba do shikran chowale che an thana shi shenda mi shenda kera new soye jura dil lagyo res an di thanda khari khechumbu chagor lawana ngara semkham da jewera cho do ji chadyo res.
So again, in a culture like this, like yours, where people are very, very socially connected, this may seem obvious. But in the West, people actually live very isolated lives many times, and there's a lot of loneliness because people don't understand the value and the need of social connection.
Ta thanda chizo gi dalam ne di khechumbu shu imba so shegu ras deola da thoya dos nupcho rocha shona phasu deo sheda machio che ani thanda loneliness nan khergyang gi chorwash do di shukchumbu yo res nupcho na ta oina.
So what researchers have also discovered is that our capacity for connecting with other people, also our tendency for behaving kindly and compassionately towards others, and the degree to which we cooperate with people, these are the things that bring us the greatest happiness in life.
Ta thanda mije na la digi ta ke jura ta thoshuru ke je shyo na khari chawla na phasu teo chini chamje da digi yora dinju sangme gyuni ani phala phensem da dinju gyuni ani thanda digi tuen jura di ni ya yungu res.
So what researchers have found about why connection matters, so people who are socially connected, they're happier.
An thanda chizo gi dalam le dewa jura di khachin khechum chagyo res an dinde dewa yoki rik jura mi dige kharu yor lawana khadu ne ki bay res mi dinju.
They're also less sad.
Thana ji Quran zu tadu gala ani makiyo tuzu dinju nyunga chadyo res kunjuna. So chizo gi dalam yaga yogi rik dinju la warda.
They're less lonely. Interestingly, they found that when you're sick, when you have loved ones around you, it actually can decrease the pain. People also sleep better. So sleeping like a baby. And again, they live longer. So same picture. So these are just some of the benefits of social connection. And again, the way that they're measuring this is oftentimes through surveys.
So then
how do scientists actually study social connection? So there is a group of researchers called evolutionary psychologists, and what they do is they look at primates. And they look at the behavior of primates because they believe that the behaviors that primates exhibit, we also exhibit as human beings because we evolved from primates.
다 단다 필규 계시도 필규 다 제가 생각 리보 여라 코란 속에 단다 가르치고 라오나 단다 디타미 리지다 primates 된조가라 아니 심주 치기요레스 디 가진 치기요 라오나 코란 속에 먼저 단다 드로미 디 필규 치레란 시기요라스 제자디 코란 속에 시주다 미 시주 디도 차되어라 제자니 코란 속에 심주 난기요레스.
So the idea is if primates have the ability to cooperate with each other to create a sense of community, then we as human beings also have that ability as well.
단다 코란 속 코퍼레이트 라나 파주 편주 냠도 레가 치야다 된주 라오라 냠도 튠부친 데디 디게리디 코란 속에 치소디날 통에레스 디타미 된주 딘데친 데요나 미 치소나라 딘데 용투루아스.
So in here you see primates showing affection with each other. Here they're showing empathy for each other. So this primate is helping this one. They're consoling them, comforting them.
다 파이도 차샤와나 아니 제소도 된데 도스티 코란이 пар라. 안 태어나시 디니 파티 어디 탄당 주 신소 주라 코란 파줄라 신소도 게와 딘데 로지 띵고 도스. 셈소 땅데 조다 딘데 로 차데 레스티.
So again, the assumption that they're making is that if primates are showing this kind of behavior, then there must be deep biological roots within us to also show this behavior as well with each other.
다 단다 타미 딘조 코란 소이 치소디날 타와에게 초바도나 타두걸라 단다 케주디가 시주딘도 띵고요 로스 디 만나 시당 아주 깽외니 차샤와나 저 차기요라 딜레도 미 드로미 안 딘데 띵투 레슬린 디시요 레스 시주 도도 차디요 레스티니.
So in addition to this, so these were experiments that were done with monkeys, rhesus monkeys in the 1950s.
디 단다 딱제 딘조도 먼저 튜릭 주요 딘조리갈 딱제 치요 레스 디 직동 굽경압 주스라 치쇼 딱제 디레스.
To give some background, in the 1940s in the United States, there was a belief about raising children that children did not need to be held, they did not need to be touched, they did not need to be comforted.
다 직동 굽경압 주스라 치르라라 디 딱제디 안 직동 굽게 십주스라 다 겹종도 쉬어나 아리로 차시나 부고 딘조 부고 춘주 요라 단다 만자 딘조 쿠란줄라 락바 창고고요 마레 꺄고고요 마레 레주요 레고고요 마레 란디시요 레스 삼수디요 레스 쿠란주.
So, and when babies were born, they were separated from their mother. If they were born in the hospital, they were taken to nurseries, and they were not held by the mother. They did not sleep with the mother.
타나시 아니 직동 굽게 십주스로 차샤와나 따부 맹하나 기라 케서다 아마니 로가스시 레스 부고 샤서 로가라 칸바 너스리는 딘데나 샤시 레스 딜로디 부고디 아마이 수부투고요 마라 레기요 마라 타나시 아마이 라고창 아마냠도 녜다 딘데라고요 마레스 부디.
So in the 1950s, a researcher named Harlow began to study what monkeys needed from their mothers in order to be raised in a healthy way.
딜로디 아니 부고디 탄다 비우로 차샤와나 코랑기 아마주라 디냠도 가리고고 레스 부고디다 최된다 디 계제시와나 딱다시 살롱 야고 중엘라 가리고고 레스란 디티오딜리요 레스.
So the experiment that he designed starts with this picture. So this is a rhesus monkey, and this monkey was separated from his mother at birth.
다 딱제 치르라라 비우디갈라 디 딱제 치도 부고디 껴다 아니 부고디 아마주라 탄다 티오디 디넨 로가스시레스 코라니.
He was put into a cage by himself, and in the cage he had two wire contraptions.
다 코라 짝르스나 루샤레스라 짝르드날 따두갈라 탄다 짝르도 춘춘니도 딘데 니요레스.
On this wire contraption, this is a bottle with milk in it.
다 짝르 찍디날 가르요 라오에나 오메기 기담 지샤도 딘데 주요레스.
And in this wire contraption, this is a soft towel.
딜로도 탄당아주 아주 리기요 딘데도 레 잠부지 티샤레스 짝르 수조들.
So what he found was the monkey would cling to the soft towel, and when it got hungry, it would run over to the milk very, very quickly, drink the milk, but then immediately come back and cling to the towel again.
ta de chakta ni sha do chik lo ma ta shera chik de la thanda re di tum shera dila du re jambu di tum sa dil piu thanda pu chunju di kha chi yor la na te ru di thanda re tum sha ju dil khatu na jar di yores an kora tho to ek apsu khaji re an chara phajush to ma yasa dil dela ju oma tung chaw da ya lamsa rangja thanda re yasa re tum sha ju sta dil rangja ju di yores.
So the assumption that Harlow made was that touch is very, very important for babies, that babies need to be able to touch their mothers.
Dila de Pavlov la korangi khari nyer lawana korangi khari soba cher lawana pugu la di khari gugu lawana rekchar di khechumbu chagi yores chiglo re gugu yor la jora di khechumbu chi yores.
But then he discovered when he tried to bring this monkey into a group of other monkeys, that this monkey was actually very violent and very antisocial.
Dilo de ta di amada lo su je ti rusto di an tiu shimbanyam do shadu khachir lawana dinin to ni ra chagden tin tiu shimbanyam shadu shimbada chambu me ache ani ngarwa yo de chayres.
And so this is an example of the behavior that the monkey would exhibit. So you would see a lot of rocking behavior, just very antisocial.
Dilo de ta chizo da losu dinge din chadu resti beauty di chasha na khora ya do ma do ni rocking behavior lani ya ma to de jura din shiju tingu res.
So again, because of the connection between primates and human beings, the assumption then was made that it's not just touch that that we need of our mothers, that there's actually something else going on. We need that interaction, that social interaction with the mother.
Ta digap su khora samju kharshe reksha di khechumbu yores la ra ta dina cha sha du gala reksha pu thanda teru dil ra ra chik jusa yora khatu ne re jambu di yo ine khoran jela teu shimbanyam du shadu khachu gore chizo gi telam di tungu yo maras dila du reksha chiku gi tangi ji chagum dos dil ha ani thanda amade pu para dewa jora di khechumbu imba ha kores.
So as a result of these monkeys of these experiments that Harlow did, it actually changed how we raise children in the United States.
Dila du taje di yuni khari ha korla na ta pugu den zo chalong hande chigu me jora pugu den nya da digal ani khare shugen chimbu stores duo chimbu stores ta khilande.
So now in the United States we understand the importance of holding our children, of interacting with them, of breastfeeding them, of soothing them.
Ta chezan chigdong gubjang ab shibju sngab jusla yo marla ra ta di taje chin ha hora ha chu dewa reksha da ani amanyam du thuni de gu yo di jelani quran zo samlo tam da gyo droni pugu din zo kya da jambu che da pugu le ke je she da din zo yora di sama che go zu res.
So then going further than that, scientists also now study that interaction between the mother and the child as well.
Nchi khari korle quran zo idi chirla na ame da pugu pargi tewa jora khandis tewa chigi me di korle shimju chi res.
So I'm curious to hear from you. How would you describe the relationship between the mother and the baby in Tibetan culture in terms of when the baby cries, does the mother pick up the child? Is the child held all the time? At night if the child cries, is the child comforted? So how would you describe it?
Ta pugu chunju ngoi na ra amade pugu paral pugu ngoi na amagi lamsan ju che kya indi chin nya gu res an pugu de lele swe jora dinde chi gu re khande chi gu res konda do nyen de kap se ngura dinde kus kha chi res. La yeah the mother holds the baby and breastfeed them.
And breastfeeds them, okay. In some cultures, babies are held, they're always connected to the mother. Is that how it is in Tibetan culture, or is it okay to put the child down once in a while?
The rung khashin na khardula na pugu chunju de khatu na amanyam du damni shagda ker de ti ni shagyo de damni shagda las pebana la into yours khatu na amanyam du jar de into yours. No, it's not there.
It's not what?
It's not there. The baby is not always held.
It's not always held. Okay, all right. I'm also curious in terms of the child sleeping at night. If the child wakes up in the middle of the night and begins to cry, do the parents go in or do the parents actually soothe the child?
That's hinki deole ni tubugo asura ni tubugo kapso ni pugu di ngoina ani phamata ama roike shiwara thanda ama idroni ni pugu di kya indi chirues Yes.
Yes, they do. Okay, so I'm asking this because I'm very curious. Because in the United States, there's a lot of controversy. There's a practice called sleep training, where the parent lets the child just cry themselves to sleep in order to get them to sleep through the night.
다른다 키란줄 주었다니 등아라 신도 슈둘스타 페베지소나 칸드에 메주라 다 아리나 차샤나 카시 칸드에 라와이나 디갈타 케제로 망부요레스타 아리나 직차샤나 칸드에 라나 니기 종더란야 부부 무바이나 파마디주 무주레스 무니 칼리칼리 니쿠루다 디안 종더도 레란 니쿠에기 종더란니 딘데시시요레스 부부 무주요레스. No, we don't do that.
You don't do that. That's good.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that practice. I don't think, because of the research that I'm going to show you right now, I don't think that that's a healthy practice.
단다 디 지에게 제단지도 디 단다 종다리라니 샤이스도 디 딱다 디기요 마레스 난 계란주 지기요 말라라 디 야부레스 디 가지니 무티메 라기요나 단다 ngarangi 단다 ngaran수기 체리바이다 심주 치요라 디 녀와시 뚱기 이스그란수.
So right now I'm going to show you a video, and again I want you to imagine that you are scientists and you are in the lab, and you've brought into the lab a mother and her baby.
다 단다 델라직 롱이시 된 이스튜디지 아니 계란주 가리삼고 irlana 계란주 체리바이 샤 치스라 안 체리바이 임베 차샤니 다 아마다 부구 디카와 킬레르라나 계란기 따지카나 킬레레스 니가.
And what I'd like you to watch is the interaction between the baby and the mother and how they interact with each other. And then you'll see about halfway through the experiment, the mother changes her expression and she becomes still face.
단다 롱이 튼디 따이라 디갑선 계란수 세리바 임베차니 가르따 구르런 아마데 부구 바라 데와주라 디 칸데미 따구 그레스 단다 디날 카르질라나 롱이 체가스 바도 카르르라오이나 아마데 부구 바라 데와요체 체가 젤 카치글라나 아마데 인남주 교마단 찍ran 데니요 부구드니라 데데 둥구요레스.
And I want you to watch what the baby does when the mother changes her expression. Okay.
아니 계란수 가르따 구르라오이나 다 아마데 인남주 교당그라 지오게두갈란 부구디 카디스 치규메주라 카리 치규메디 디따구요레스.
You're going to hear somebody narrating over the video, but I don't think it's necessary for them to understand that.
다 단다 디 롱이 디 둥구라 디날 미지 데시로지 직셰디 레라스 디 인지 민지 개침부 차고요 마레스.
Babies this young are extremely responsive to the emotions and the reactivity and the social interaction that they get from the world around them. This is something that we started studying 30, 40 years ago, when people didn't think that infants could engage in social interaction. In the still face experiment, what the mother did was she sits down and she's playing with her baby, who's about a year of age.
I'm like a girl. Oh.
And she gives a greeting to the baby gives a greeting back to her.
Yeah.
This baby starts pointing at different places in the world, and the mother's trying to engage her and play with her. They're working to coordinate their emotions and their intentions, what they want to do in the world. And that's really what the baby is used to. And then we ask the mother to not respond to the baby. The baby very quickly picks up on this, and then she uses all of her abilities to try and get the mother back. She smiles at the mother. She points because she's used to the mother looking where she points. The baby puts both hands up in front of her and says, "What's happening here?" She makes that screechy sound at the mother, like, "Come on, why aren't we doing this?" Even in this 2 minutes, when they don't get the normal reaction, they react with negative emotions, they turn away, they feel the stress of it. They actually may lose control of their posture because of the stress that they're experiencing.
Okay. I'm here. And what are you doing? Oh, yes. Oh, what a big girl.
All right. So what I'd like them to do is talk in small groups about what they notice. What did they learn or notice from this video?
다 단다 롱이 디 시라 계란수 di tanda si sa jelani longi dini ni kiran zu tunang khari chung sons lan dirish tiwadi ani kiran zu ruka nal chudur nang ruchis
Should we go ahead and stop them? Okay.
sa so changmalo.
Okay. So, as scientists, what would you infer from watching this experiment about the relationship between the mother and the child?
Ta seri ba imbe chani kiran zu longi disira ta ama da pugu para dewash do di khandish thon sons kiran tunang hande chung sons.
Yes. Karma.
So mother is a very important thing in a child's life, and mother's love is very important.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Anything else?
And Shimba, the member. So before the mother was trying to make the child laugh, and later on when she showed a still face, the child tried the same. He was trying to make his mom laugh.
Right. Yes. Yes. And I think that was one of the things that the scientist observed was that was how the baby did things to try to engage the mother again. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So at the end of the video, what the scientist explained was. He said, that interaction between the mother and child is so important. With the mother engaging with the child, responding to the child, mirroring facial expressions with the child. This is how the child's emotional life grows.
Di ani phasu dewa chaya jura di ani kechumbu shu chagyu res pogu semsor di ta chalong rogu gura supu nyamdo di yage dwela ani amade pogu para dewa da thanda phasu yalen te jura di kechumbu chagyu res.
So then when the mother went still face, you saw the child's reaction, but then the mother began to respond to the child again, and so the child had the opportunity to recover and to become engaged with the mother again.
Diladu amadi yale machu gopsu dongba namju kuje jeu ma yani chikran desa di gopsu an pugudi yale khande chigdos di jela ya amadi chu ya gimudo sho pugudila kujen chidugalan pugudi pha ya rangja gyunde khande yo na shi yan chimutse pha yale chigdos.
The problem is when the mother does not give the child the opportunity to recover, when the mother continues to ignore the child or continues to respond in a not healthy way.
The thanda dido na tajigas tun chadera di mutuni ringbu do dewa nasra amadi pugule yama chi sha shoina and di pugudi yalin chidang dugas to di ani rangja mutuni dedigo ros.
So this is what researchers call secure attachment. So secure attachment is that bond that is between the child and the caregiver. It doesn't necessarily have to be with the mother. It can be with another important person in the baby's life, but it is the relationship between the child and the main caregiver.
Di chaksim lani chik shag da horan sui di thangye di khandel shagur law na pugu da ani ama imbai na re pugu la ta jong ching su imbai na ta mi khechim bu su chagyu na di ni para dewash ta dila ani chaksim lani sha res.
So researchers have found that secure attachment is our attachment style is critically important to our future relationships, to our health, to our happiness later in life.
Dila du thanda chasim pugu da ta chejong ching na re ama ina re di para dewash li ra di ani sensor di ani jela maung ba khechim bu chagyu res mi shen da dewa che jura di an su degi da dewa ina re ani shimba nyam da dewa chaya da di changol ani shugin chigyu res.
Because what that relationship does between the mother and the child is it forms the child's belief about people, about the world, about relationships in general.
Chezan thanda di ama da pugu para dewa chaya jura di gi gyune an pugu di thanda jela zamning la tadang jura dil shishan ani khurangi tadang den ro chi chagyu res.
So if the mother is responsive to the child, if the child feels safe exploring because it knows that the mother will always be there, then that child grows up to be somebody who believes that the world is a safe place.
딜러도 아마도 부고 para 되어디 야부 요체 부고디 가두이노 코란 송교 요요로 딘데 sor되어 있나스라 한 코란기 젤라 치직된 따따이로 디따두갈 코란 코리우나라 한데 딜라오이나 송교 요요나시 아니 미신바님도 되어 야부체 딘데 용구레스.
So if the mother, though, is not responsive to the child, whether the mother is abusive to the child or ignores the child, then the child grows up to believe that the world is not a safe place and tends to not trust people, to not have good relationships.
딜러도 아마디 파 야렌치 다 제종로 테치오나 니 부고디 야부 차이레스라 라스 파주님도 되어 야부 차이레스. 다나시 딜 도베다 아마디 야레 마치오체 야메당 부고디 샤샤오이나 젤라 부디게 숭교 메조나시 딘데로 소 아니 쳔바 미신다님도 되어 야부 마차야주라 딘데 차기레스.
So there have been dozens of studies across the world in many different cultures about secure attachment, about that relationship between the mother and the child.
타탄다 양 잠링이 네 거가슬라 단나주 심주치레스 탄다 착심래시다 아마데 부고 바라 저데 디콜라.
And what they have found is that people who have a secure attachment, who believe that the world is a safe place, that people are to be trusted, they tend to be happier people.
딜라드 탄다 중두니 탄다 디 데어디 차이나 차심 디기르라라 딘데 용게 부고 딘조 아니 코란조 탄다 미셴다 탄다 지단게 잠링나라 아니 코란조 키바다 딘데 디기요레스.
People with secure attachment also are more satisfied with their lives. They also have healthy relationships with other people when they become adults. And they also experience more positive emotions on a daily basis.
타나시 디게리디 미딘조 키바체 아니 미셴다 데어 지소나 데어 야가 용아체 딘데릭 차도요레스.
So they also are more optimistic about the future. They're also more likely to forgive other people.
미셴라 다 칼로레 직 파주디 누윤도 치오나 파 심바나 케 심딩 나고인데 사야지다 딘데릭 메와 딘데릭 차요레스 보든조 체로 차도.
So there are three styles, basic styles of attachment. So the first is, of course, secure.
타탄다 차심다 차수라니 디 케제시오나 딘데라 민도 차요레스 치 카르추요라오나 탄다 데송조라 디 초아딜리요레스.
So on a survey about that would be given to somebody to ask about their level of attachment, somebody who has a secure attachment might say, I find it easy to get comfortable with others, and I'm comfortable depending on them and having them depend on me.
딜라두다 탄다 차스명이 이릭조라 쿠란솔 케제 치오이나 니 미심바님도 데와치도 데우드웰라네 데우도 아니 파줄이 이제리도 라조라 파줄이 술라 이제리도 슬라니 딘데시기 레스 치와 당딜렌 딘데기 레스.
They also might say that I don't often worry about being abandoned or about others being too close to me.
딜라두 미심바 야시라 마치오이네게 케케바 수음도 라조라 에나 미심바도 슈 녀울레오이네게 야 케바시라 수음도 라데 당뇽도 네트에 딘데도 시기 레스 콘지.
So another form of attachment is what's called anxious attachment. So these are the people who worry that they're going to be abandoned by others.
직디 카리 차데올라나 찹난다 데시요레스 차심 디 카리 딘데릭 딘조 카리 치요라와나 미디기기 땅아 심바디 야 지금 아레삼니 셈삽게 줘라 디게릭 딜리요레스.
So on a survey they might say that I often worry that my spouse or my friends don't really love me or won't stay with me.
딜라도 쿠란조 탕 미딘조 칼리요라와나 땅예기 탄다 닌세리다 소소이 초아기 메수이나 토보 토모딘조 말락 제와티 문도스니 타릉 부두레스란 딘데 셈삽 치디요레스.
They also might say that I want to merge completely with another person and that this can scare that other person away.
딜라도 지 쿠란조 셈삽 침부께도 갈라 심바냠도 대화식 침부 수해줘라 디탑시 치유레스 딜라도 양 파주들 뉴슈르도 파주디 양 앙sab게 해줘라 딘데리기요레스 마데오 수기요레스.
So then the third style is what's called avoidant attachment.
아니 다 차심 숨바줘라 디 카릴 차셔요라나 데디 마체와 디 수기요레스.
So these are children often who had parents who ignored them or didn't respond to them when they were emotionally upset.
딜라도 콘 딘조 부리지도 한데요라와나 쿠란조 충두 아니 phamegi ya machiwada ani thanda yale machiwa jura horanzu makiyo kapso dinde kapso ani semsur la ani shuken te hajo dinde rikcha de res.
So on a survey, somebody with avoidant attachment might say, I am uncomfortable being close to others.
Ta thanda jetu machine rig jura dige rig di khari lawana mi shimba nyamdo ani nyu chana madewa ro chagdu la jura dinde shige res horanzu.
They also might say that they find it difficult to trust others, and they find it hard to depend on others as well.
Koranzu ichi khari shige lawana shimba la ichi ki mindus la jura ichi chitu mindus. And what was the other one?
Oh,
trust
and they don't allow themselves to depend on anyone.
And any symbol thingy me la jura disam taw dikhi rest digiri.
So they also get very nervous when anybody gets too close to them.
And Koran zudam la ya symbol de new le thapchi chiwa na yang khunzu ngara do ke ya madeo ro chu rest.
So oftentimes when I present a secure attachment in workshops, the adults will ask me, is it possible to recover, to become securely attached if you find yourself anxious or avoidant?
Kashi tuwa khar thidla na susu chapnang da thanda dedu mishing rigda dinde yimba na ani desungi so ro dile thu res lan di tuwa tang dos.
And what the researchers have found is that yes, it's not easy, but if you grew up and you were anxiously attached or avoidant attached, you can heal from that. Oftentimes through friendship, or if you're married, through your spouse, but it is possible to heal.
Dila du thanda chasim girig na la thanda chapnang da dedu mishing rigda dinde Koran zuida di khali khali me acha su res la jora. Di ne tuwa chido Koran sugi cha thu res ine khali khali ni susu gita kyoga da kime da thobo thomo da dindi para jo ya bu cha hoina digir di khali khali me cha du res lan share res.
So any questions about attachment or any thoughts?
Ta thanda chasim kor share rolas di kor la khiran zu tiwa da samsu do US.
Oops.
Pugu da ama imba iner pugu tangi jura ta jongchingi di na di para jo dil da.
In the United States, there was a study that was done that found about 40% of adults are what's called insecurely attached, so either anxious or avoidant.
Ta Quran zo thanda ari rocha shona gyaja shibju thanda di desungi chasim jua di meo che ani Quran zo ri di khandi yorlo na sabnang chinge dan dedu ma chinge din ri cha do ros.
So there's a lot of work being done with parenting to help parents understand how to actually raise children who are securely attached, because it is a public health problem.
Dila du di ani chizo da dewe da kangi ji cha do ros. Dila du ani phama din zo lata pugu da soyong che jura di khandi chi gu melan khonzo lam de mangbu chi gi res.
Right. Okay. So, so we're going to move on to another part of social connection. So, what researchers have found is that our bodies and our brains are actually built to connect with other human beings.
Ta ngara zo supu da manzo leba di mi shen da ni dewa che ji cha do ros.
And one of the ways that we connect with others is through touch.
The mission banyam do deoji khari gyuni cha che thu yor lawaina regni ra nawachani deoji ros.
That our hands and our skin, they're full of information processing neurons. I saw that you studied neurons over there, but we're literally built to connect with each other by touching one another.
Ta thanda nganzu lakba la du pakba yora pakba dinal pakba di khari thu yor launa kiran zo wangza thabong thi dos wangza mangbu shu ju ras thabong digen ne chu mangbu lingi ros.
And that we can actually communicate our emotions through touch.
Chezang zu semsur pha chu da dewa che jura di ngaran zu rek be gyuni ani dewa di che res.
So again, we're going to go into the laboratory, and I'm going to have you do an experiment with each other that was done in an actual lab to show that we can communicate to each other different emotions.
Dila du ngazu pha chu semsur gi dewa che jura di ani pha chu dewa che tu re lan ngazu taji khana le di taji tharan chi res di taji de thanda khiran chu na yardas.
Okay, so this is fun. This is a fun thing. So what I need you to do is I need each person to partner up. So you're going to be doing this experiment in pairs.
Ta thanda di chego taji sto dinal ani minni ni nyam do la cherdas.
And you need to be sitting next to the person who is your partner. So go ahead and decide who your partners are.
그런 로봇 담사에 jelani 그런 인념도 쉐레스. 라고 창국이라. 진짜 니 인념도 쉐레스.
Okay. Let's see here. Partners, you two. You two. Okay, great. Yes, you
찍하게
two.
돼. 민다. 니니 돼. 정말 차다도 돼.
Okay. Yes, everyone's got a partner?
그런 준이래. 알지 클래스. 안라 디레. 딱도 차다야.
Yeah.
It's even number, yeah.
It is even number? Okay, perfect. Okay, so the way this experiment works is, and this was actually done in the lab, was they had two people sitting next to each other, but in between the people was a black curtain.
다 단다 딱지 디치로 딱지 칸날. 간데 치르라나 미니 냠도 랑디 레스라. 코로니기 파르라 가르나나 레 나쿠시 땅셰 레스.
So the people couldn't see each other. And then one person reached their hand through the curtain and they touched the other person's arm, communicating an emotion.
다 단다 가르치기로는 미니여라. 코로니 파르 레 나쿠 땅데 통마라 파주. 통고요 마르시네 라과 유니 가지기로는 미 셴바딜라 레규레스. 라과차니 안 파주 디셈솔 간데 미디따규레스.
And then this person who had their arm touched looked at a list of emotions and they chose which emotion they thought that person was communicating to them.
가나시 디졸라 라과 창사 주라. 코랑기 가르삼고 가리따데르 라오이나 파주 디셈솔 간데지 소디메 디고르시 코랑기 시규레스.
Okay, so that's what we're going to try to do. So, so what I'm going to do is one person is going to be the person who reaches their arm over and touches and tries to communicate emotion. The other person is going to be the person who has their arm touched.
Then
the person whose arm is touched is going to try to guess what emotion has just been communicated. Whoops.
파조디 셈솔 칸데시타 디치기에 메주라 디조 라고 창사 미디기 시구기라스 코랑기 셈솔 탄다 카리 소구에 메딘데시 둘란 라구기라스 디차기레스
Okay.
제고 고추세
And I'm going to tell
창사디
you.
라구기르다 창게디다 셈솔 칸데 주메주라 탄다 셈솔 딘데시 둘라주라 코랑 딘데시 소데시라이디 창사 미주라 라고 창사디 라구기르다스
And I'm going to show you what emotion is to communicate.
탄다 칸데스 치구기 메주라 제고 디디 켈라 코랑기 뚱기스
So if you're the person who's going to be, you will each get a turn to do this, but if you're the person who's going to get touched, I need you to turn your back to the screen.
라고 창에 주라 코란 수기 탄다 까오 요사시도 탄다 요 까오 요사 디라 갭 뚱구기레스
Okay? So go ahead and if you're the person who's going to be touched first, turn your chair around so that your back is to the screen.
또 라고 창사 주라 디미디 갭 데스티구기레스 구주사 창겐디 파
So flip yourself around.
창겐 주라 라고 창겐 레겐디 코여레 동디 탄다 까오 초뚱구기레스 찍바디 쇼라
All right. So one person, flip yourself around.
까오 딜타요 마레스 로르 또 라고 창겐 수임 바이나라 찍바 초타구르 So the one who is touching should face the screen.
The one who's touching should face the screen. The other person should flip
라고
around.
창에 시다 창사 주라 고지사 라고 창에 디 강촐다고 레라 미니유라
Okay. So I should see backs of heads.
디스코 세우 차마스 니유라 라고 창에 지다 라고 창사 주라 라고 창에 디 동디 거다고 그러나 단다 디 찍고 이기 초디다고 그랬어 라고 창사 디 갭 땡고 그랬어 다 세우 차세
There we go. Okay. All right. Not yet. No, not yet. It hasn't started. Okay. All right. So all the backs are to the screen, so they can't look.
키란수 단다 라고 창사 주라 키란수 동디 디 초타요 마루아사 디 세우 차서 정말 갭 디 땡고 그러다 디 찍발라 디 찍발라 갭 땡고 그러라 정말
Okay, so I'm going to show the emotion on the screen now that I want you to communicate to your parent through your partner through touch.
또 라고 창되라 정말 라고 창 되고라 라고 창 될라 셈솔기 단다 가리 셈솔 가리 땡고 메주라 키란수 될라 티기 있으라 단다 이기 된수 리라 가리 땡고 메 디파 아니 키란 로발라 단다 셈솔 디마 땡고 그레스
Okay, ready? So don't look. Don't look. Ready? Here we go.
다리 예
Flip around. Ready?
정말 수시야
Everyone's
라고
got
창에
it?
된
Yeah?
정말 요 다리 때 요마데 키라.
Okay, ready? Go ahead and go. Touch your
로바 라고 차.
touch your partner's arm, trying to communicate that emotion. How would you do it? Everyone's got it? Yeah? We'll try? Okay? Okay. All right. Okay, all right. And then, okay, so you can stop and the other person turn around and look at the list and choose which emotion do you think your partner communicated to you?
다 그나서 딜타니 니니 카레 레셈소 된조 남주기 촌 되어라 귀니 단다 딜라고 차니 되어라 렉니 되어라 딜라다 단다 사사서 최고직디 안 단다 갭 등이 릭스도 계란주 추다달스 니니 계란주 로바디 라고 찬디 셈조 카리 카리 되어서 스피나니 다 드시 갭스
Okay. So which one do you think?
간디 되면 바로 dos anger
Anger, huh? Okay.
아니
Anyone else?
fear
Okay. Anyone else?
아니 심바 다 공조라스라 아니 신앙라스 아니 심바 야 까도 가르테스타 미니 마시 셈저 하고 있어 말다 가리
Yeah?
이모션인데
All right, you ready? I'll show you which one. Yeah? Okay. Fear. How many of you guessed fear?
또 인달라스 캔수이다 신앙 뜬술라니 디 쳐바칭이 가져열라스 스스로 버디 파조디 남주 뜬주들라 거다 된다 신앙 가져 소르송사 파조디 신앙 뜬되어지 나고 참 위주니다 뜬라
Okay.
요
Anyone
말에
guess fear?
신앙
Yeah?
신앙 디스코 당보 신앙 계절tir 신앙 소수에서 계란소
Okay.
no one
Some, not many?
no one
No one did. No one guessed fear? Really?
신앙
Okay.
신앙
All right.
디치에 말아서 계란소 소에 말아
Can I use you as a, do you mind if I touch your arm?
yeah sure
So, okay. So I'm curious, one of the things when we do this experiment, if you are, let me see here, if you're communicating anger, it might be something like, you know, gripping the arm or something like that. If you're communicating fear, it might be, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, that kind of thing. Or disgust, it might be like, oh.
고스세 칼라슬라나 탄다 렉니 남주르 됴 라라다 딜라 두니엘라 카레 동베 남주르 됴 닝가 조기 됴 라 셈소 디나시 렉니 디 셈소 디 됴 라스 딜라 두 키란 조이다 콩도 서라 두 탐부 슈 주라 딘데 로 됴 라스 안 태하나시 키우 탄다 강라 슈 키오이나 신앙 로요 아이나 딜레 치나 디고 라스 아 벳 뇽 니시메 롤란치 두 딘데 로 치 라스 딘데 로요 라스 됴당디
So it's not just touching and then actually trying to communicate it. It's like you're actually doing something.
딜라 두 탄다 다 렉라 주라 디 인지미지 인디 주니 데구고요 마레스 캬 주디 셈소 디 칸데 요미 디 마됴 구고요라 디 됴 구고요레스 남주로데 렉니 다 렉니 마 남주디 됴 구고요레스
All right, so we're going to do it again, but I want you to switch partners or switch sides. So if you were the one being touched, you're now going to do the one, do the touching. We're going to try it again.
다 니엘라 키란소 따디 탄다 최고디 고니 연교직 지엔달라스 니니 라고 창기 주라 디 멤버 제다 니니 라고 창사디 다 탄다 라고 창기 지엔다스 지우 겹사 뭐라
Okay, so the other person flip
다
around.
지우 겹스
Yes.
동보 겹데 추뜨용 거라
Okay. Ready?
자지 유에서 창마
Don't
자지
look.
유에
Okay. All right, ready?
자지 유에스
Are you ready?
자지
Okay,
유에
ready?
리민도 야
Yeah, ready? Okay, ready? Here's your emotion.
다 디뜨용 라스타 남주르 셈소 디뜨용스
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and try it. How do you communicate that?
다 키란수 탄다 라고 창사 주라 디시 구구라 다 코란수 있는 셈소 카리뜨용 송슬람 이게 난 간디리시
So which one?
다 갭 등에 딘소 라구이라 라고 창사 믿은 줄 라고 그래 키란조 간디트 시디난
Anyone want to guess?
디난이 라워 디난이 Oh, she got
it?
Sympathy,
Yes?
yeah.
All right, very good, excellent. Okay. So yes, it was sympathy.
샤사레라스 아니 따다 시사 샤사라스
Anyone guess sympathy? Other than
그런 게 샤사레란 따다 시투서 쳐봐 지투라 그런저 쳐봐 지투서에서 심바딘조 지투세 샤사레 섬세 레베가서 그런 게 셈조 샤사이 셈조 띵기와 그런저 초세 초세
yeah, sympathy, not fear. Sorry, it was sympathy.
가르쳐라디 라워다 렌다 뉴레 타지 제 말다 니네 가르쳐라디 레
Okay, so what the researchers
공부사 요로তে서 she felt fear.
Oh really? Oh no. Okay. All right. So what the researchers found was that about 80% of the time people were able to actually guess what the emotion was the person was communicating through touch.
다 단다 따지 시르라라 레기말 샤니 라보차니 레그니라 디 치어갑스 따지 시두가라 냠시바딘 조 카리니르라나 게제 게주스타 코란조 따다 쳐바 치투요레스 레베규니다 셈소르 덴데스팅구둘라니
So, and with the results, what they found was that people were able to identify anger and fear and disgust.
단다 공조다 신앙다 아니 이순다 디게리도 안 코란조 문지 치투요레스 따지 디규니
They also were able to correctly guess love and gratitude and sympathy.
타나시 제와다 가와다 샤사다 디게리 양 코란조 따지 쉬규니 아니 문지 치투요레스
But interestingly, they were not able to identify embarrassment, pride, or envy.
단다 레베균 따지 치두 카리 셰투요 말 라와이나 모차다 캥심다 딘심지도 진주 코란조 셰투요 마레스
So again, these are your emotions that connect us with each other, and these are the ones that separate us from each other.
딜라도 단다 셈소 디게 같이 오래 nga라주 파수 뉴스요 로스 안 셈소 디게 같이 오래 펜수 타링로 당겨 로스
Okay. So next, we also connect through our voice as well. And there's been really, really fascinating research across many different countries that show that we can actually understand what emotion is being communicated through what scientists call vocal bursts.
딜라도 단다 끼기 균이야 파수 되어 지어줘라 이 콜타나 요로스 안 체리바데 주기 딜라다 vocal burst line 라고 레스 딜 탕이 디샤고 레스
So they went to countries such as China, Germany, India, Japan, South Korea.
단다 따지 시사디 갸가 갸나 코리아 제 아니 일본다 되어 상모 도요 로스
New Zealand, Pakistan, Poland, Turkey.
파키스탄 제 뉴질랜드 제 사자밍 된수다 하우라 폴란드 터키 디게라 아니 코란조 심주 치레스
And what they tested was whether or not people would recognize what's called a vocal burst. So a vocal burst being those sounds that aren't words, things like or ha ha ha, or just things that communicate emotions rather than actual words.
단다 vocal burst slash 디 칸디질 라고론 남중 아주 깨지시도 칙든조 페주치요 칙 페주 마지어 제 깨기 단다 다든 퉁도 단다 하레다 하하하레다 디게리 추 레스 vocal burst 라이드나
And what they found was that emotions such as laughter, contentment, disgust, fear, sadness, these things they were able to recognize these across the countries.
단다 깨기 균이 단다 하고야 줘라 디 카리코르 하고 그러나 참제다 다가나시 신앙다 낭삽다 디게리 줘라 sem 교회 갑수다 디게리 된 코란주기 저스 투요레스
Again, showing that there are universal ways that we do connect with each other.
딜라도 아니 투몽기 단다 정말 따사치 가르쳐들로나 파주 되어체 디균이 하고 요로스
So I actually have recordings of some of these vocal bursts. I just have to go grab my computer and I'm going to test to see how well you recognize what the emotions are. So
tanda tsik myo gyuni tanda ki gyuni tanda sensor khari me tun thu yor la ro di khande me manda shi ni kala khona gi computer ne yodi khana zul ma tengos.
Okay, it's going to be from my computer, so you have to be really, really quiet so you can hear it.
Tadi dadi khogu yor cheza ani ke shira chimbu yo mas khana zul khusimbu shuro chis. Anger?
Not quite.
Marisa.
Tired. They call it relief. So being relieved.
Lulu chagyo ro ke ro sadi.
Okay, ready? Next one. That doesn't work. Let's see.
Na? When they're happy?
Yes, amusement. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Oh, this is an interesting one. Let's see.
Amused or amazed?
Amazed. Awe. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Wait. Hold on. Wait. 1 second. Let's see. This will work. Yes, very good. Yes, that's easy. That's very good. Okay, good. All right, let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
Shire. Fear?
Not quite fear, no.
Shina maristi. The person is hurt?
Yes, pain. Yes. Yep,
Nasugi
pain.
ke ro la sta
Okay, good. All right, next one.
Anger? Some are saying anger, some are saying fear.
Anger. That
Kumdo
one's
de
anger.
resti.
Yep, that one's anger. Let's see. Okay, let's try this one. Wait.
Fear?
Fear. Yes, that one's fear. Yes, good. Okay. Let's see if we can do this one. Wait, not them.
Di maris. Disgust.
Yes, disgust. Yes, very good. Okay, good. And let me see. Wait, hold on. Let me try one more.
Someone is in pain.
Yeah, so sympathy. Yes, sympathy. Yes.
Dishasa
Yes.
direlas.
All right, very good. All right, very good. Not bad, so it works. All right, excellent. Okay. All right. So given the time, we have about 10 minutes left. I think I'm going to stop for the day because we're going to get into stuff that will take more explanation than we have for 10 minutes. So what I'd like to do now is, again, just we'll come back and we'll finish this tomorrow. But again, I'd like you just to take some time to reflect on the day, whether it's about social connection, whether it's about happiness. But again, something that perhaps surprised you, anything new that you learned, something that you're wondering about.
Tanda kesana shiya kership chiya yin las ta kama juice chule nyunga rol ha do las slide changma chasa mar sangi mutun chiya yis di para le keran kership chiya resti tanda chiso gi dalam kor shera thana shi degi kor shera khari kor thina digi res an khari keran zo hang sa khari chung so thana shi ni khari kor le keran zo samlo tang shim ba yis an thiwa dende da thogo dendu yo aina di samma chu yo ros kership na thiro chis